Jason from Pro Guitar Studio, welcome back. Today we're just going to have a lot of fun and learn a really funky rhythm guitar part. So we have a chord section as well as a riff with a harmony on top. Okay, so starting off with the chord section, we're going to play an E9 chord. Middle finger, string numbers 5 on the 5th fret. Sorry, string number 5 on the 7th fret. Index finger, string number 4 on fret number 6. And I'm using my ring finger on strings 1, 2, and 3 on fret number 7. You can use fingers 2, 3, or so 2, 1, 3, and 4 if you want, and just leave the first string out if that's easier. Okay, so I'm doing this way though. I get the higher note on top. Now this is called an E9, and wherever you move it on the 5th string is your root note. So we go from fret number 7 to fret number 5. That's going to be a D9, okay? So coming in for this, I go like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to slide in from a fret below the whole chord shape. Alright? So my strumming, if I try to break it down nice and slow. So strum on the down, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum down, slide, and then then down up. So down, slide, down, up. 3 muted strums, so I'm going to take my fingers and rest them on the strings. And then do an up strum. Now there's other ways I can play through this, but I'll try to give it the simplest way possible. So it's going to be after that, just to try to catch my bearings in terms of what I'm actually doing. So on the chord after, when we at rest, 3 mute strums, and then up, 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 down, up. And then 2 down, 2 muted strums there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So slide with the down strum. And then we're going to do a down, up. And then we're going to do 3 scratch drums. Down, up, down. And then up, 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 down, up. And then down, up as a scratch strum. There's many variations you can do with that. And I might even be doing that in the example where I'm doing a little more of a staccato feel. So that just requires you to relax your hand. But the strum pattern is the same, so. I should also mention my focus is on the thinnest 3 strings. Even though I'm playing other notes in there, I'm really trying to focus on those 3, okay? All right, now I'm going to do that on the E7 chord. 1, twice. So I'm going to do it half again, so half the pattern again. So. And then the up, 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 down, up. We're going to take that and go down to the A9 chord, which is fret number 12, 11, 12, 12, 12. All right, now keep in mind as you go through these kind of rhythms, sometimes I change them up as I go and progress throughout a song. So it might start out that way, or I might start adding in different portions of the rhythm, or taking away different portions of what I'm doing there. So, songs are sort of fluid like that, and you can keep that in mind as you play with it. If you're not playing my exact pattern, that's okay. As long as you're keeping in time, keeping the strum and hand moving, we're good to go. You're just trying to get something funky going on the fretting hand. All right, so I can play with it in many different ways, especially with just a drum track. There's so much you can do. So that's our rhythm part, our first rhythm part. Anyways, now the second part is I still consider it a rhythm part because it's a riff that goes in the background. So I'm going to play the E note 3 times on string number 5. I'm palm muting most of this, by the way, too. Okay, so we're going to play E 3 times, and then we're going to play 5, 6 on string number 4, which is G and G sharp or A flat. All right, so, and then I'm doing up, up, up on the E note again. And I'm going to play G, G sharp, A, B, which is, you can do it a few different ways. But I'm going to jump down. I'm going to go 5, 6, 7 on the D string. And I'm going to play my B note on string number 3 on the 4th fret. You could do it if you can manage to do that slide nicely. I just find it's more reliable for me to hit this note here on time as an up strum too. All right, now we're going to do the same first part again. So E, E twice, and then G, G sharp. And then we're going to play the A note, string number 4 on the 7th fret. So 3 times on the A, and then we're going to go A, G, which is 7, 5, and then E, D, which is 7, 5 on the 5th string. So. And my picking hand is going the whole time, trying to get some rhythm in there, right? So making it more percussive, and that's a big part of that. So that's our main riff. Now, to harmonize it, I essentially started on the 3rd interval of that first note. So a 3rd of E, so G sharp, right? Now, because some of this stuff is chromatic, it might not seem so apparent like why I'm choosing each note, but just keep in mind each of the notes together, they sound really good, they harmonize with each other. And I'll try to break that down. So we start off with the G sharp fret number 6 on the 4th string. And then we're going to play B flat B. So I guess in this case we can call it A sharp B. Fret number 3, 4 on the 3rd string. And we're going to play the 3 notes again on the D string, 6th fret, with 3 up strums, right? Then we're going to play A sharp B, D sharp, or sorry, C sharp D. So we have, and then we have 3, 4, 6, 7 on the G string. And that harmonizes with the original note. So this first part here, with that E, right? And then this part here is with the G sharp, or sorry, G and G sharp. And then when we do it again, that would be the harmony, okay? Oh, the wrong notes there. So if I practice that, I can get that down as a single guitar part if I wanted to. I think it sounds way cooler when you separate them and make it 2 different guitars, if you can, right? So if you have 2 guitars, it makes it sound really nice. As 1 guitar, though, you can still try to connect those. All right, now the second time through, I just go and hammer down on the E note, okay? So just the root note of the first chord, which when we go to the A is the 5th, okay? So it ends up being part of the next chord. So instead of trying to follow and clutter that, I wanted to make that riff stand out, so. And that's essentially the harmony. So this part here would stand on top of that riff as we go through it, right? And that's all over the A9 chord at the end. So again, first part. Second part. Again, just to mess that part up. Third part. And all those together make all those parts together can sound really cool, right? So try this out, have some fun with it. I'll include a link to the drum track. So if you just want to jam with the drum track, that makes it a lot of fun. You can throw this in your DAW and try to add stuff on top of it if you want, or you can just jam with it and try to see what you can come up with yourself. So have fun. If you had any questions, please let me know. If you liked it, let me know in the comments below. Always like to hear comments from you. And if you're able to subscribe and like my video, that helps me out a ton. So hope to see you soon. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week for another lesson.